I really don't know what color I want right now. I'm trying to set the mood. No, I like that one. Yeah, that's pretty good. Setting the mood. I am 300 degrees right now, so you're not going to get a good-looking Whitney tonight, okay? This is just... I don't even want to be wearing clothes right now. I'm so hot. And it's only May 16th. I don't know how I'm going to last this summer wearing clothes. This is brutal. It's gonna blow up my shirt now. Actually, that feels nice though. Woo. Let us set the tone, people. I have this song in my head. It's called Volcano by a man named Damien Rice. It's a beautiful song. And the part he's singing, the part I can hear is, and what I really need is what makes me bleed like a new disease. And then it just keeps saying, volcanoes melt you down. Volcanoes melt me down. Over and over and over again. Holy moly. Why? So hot. So hot. And my air conditioning's on. I think a woman invented the air conditioner. Whoever did. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Just God bless you, okay? Just bless your little heart. Okay. Oh my gosh. I worked the entire day with no fucking jewelry on. Oh, couldn't believe it. I never leave the house without my precious jewels. Let me just put some jewelry on. I felt like I was naked. I looked down. I was like, ah! I'm naked. I have nothing on my hands. It was so weird. So I'm putting that shit on now. What's going on, everybody? Who's with me on working all long weekend? Who the fuck even knows what a long weekend is, right? Those at-home business people. Guaranteed you're not fucking at the cottage right now. Guaranteed you're working. Because that's what we do. Oh. Okay. Yeah, you can't swear in my chat. You cannot make sexual comments in my chat. Guys, this isn't a sexual channel. This is just a tarot channel. All right. Keep your comments that are naughty to yourselves. Let's start with the dice. Whoa. How's it going out there? How's it going out there? Eat less food. Ha! Aw, is 130 pounds too fat for you? Aw. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, right off my desk every time. There we go. Okay, 6th house. Gemini. And that looks like old Mercury. And if it's Gemini and Mercury, it is. That is fucking double Gemini energy. Wow. With the 6th house, that's Cancer. That's some fucking... Nope, that's Virgo. My bad. So 2 Geminis and a Virgo. Grounding. Something's in the air. Our behavior towards others. Maybe you're learning how to communicate with other people. Using your common sense. Like, honestly, you wouldn't believe. What up, Wolfgang? How many people do not have common sense? Honestly. And you think, you look at them and you're like, okay, like they seem like they're driving, you know, like they gotta know something. Holy crap, people are so stupid. Honestly, they really are. Okay? The less credit you give people sometimes, the better. All right? Not to like shoot people down or anything, but it's just like, what people don't... It sucks because the things that go through my head and like what Spirit tells me, like, so Spirit told me today, I was driving down this road and I kind of knew where I was going, but I didn't. And I didn't really care because I had countless hours, you know, to myself. So I didn't really care where the road ended or where it went, but I ended up down this road and Spirit goes, this is the road. My sister's ex-boyfriend or my sister's ex-husband actually just recently followed us for quite a while too. And when he decided to stop following us, he turned down this road. And it's like in the middle of this bumfuck town, okay? It's in the middle of fucking nowhere. And Spirit goes, this is the town, or this is the street that Dan pulled down that day he was following you. And I went, well, I guess we'll see when we get there. And sure enough, the road fucking ended. And that's exactly where Dan pulled off and stopped following me and his ex-wife, okay? And I found that very ironic because I was like, you know, he robbed my sister. He bankrupted her. He bought like 2 houses behind her back. He started 3 or 4 businesses that she didn't even know about while they were married and took everything. He hired the lawyer. He did all the paperwork. He bankrupted my sister. He left her with nothing. And when she met him, she had everything. She had the car, she had the good career, she had the, you know, banging apartment, you know, she had everything on lock and he had nothing. He was an opiate junkie going into rehab. And she changed his life. I mean, she got him through rehab. He cheated on her. She stayed with him, right? She lost her life. She lost her friends. He moved her away from the town that she moved in. And then he fucked her so bad. And he comes up all the time because we live like, you know, 20 minutes away from him. And by his demise, we live here, not because we wanted to be here, right? We live here because of what he did. And, you know, we see him all the time. Every time this guy runs from us. He runs from us. And this one time he chased us. He followed us because he thought that we were trying to threaten his family or something like that. I don't really know. I don't know what people make up in their mind, you know, of what's going on in the situation at a time, because like, honestly, like that's why I'm coming back to like, don't always give people the benefit of the doubt that they know what you're talking about or that they're sane or that they would make the same choices as you because that's what a, you know, normal, you know, decent person would do. Because surprisingly, the things that I do, not a lot of people do. And I think, why wouldn't people do this? But nobody does. And it's like you see the bystanders that walk by. And I mean, like majority of us are just innocent bystanders. You know, we get hit with things, we have to witness things because people get in shitty situations and people drive around drunk and they need witnesses to the car crashes that they, you know, put people in and the violence that they do. We always need witnesses. And that's why we sometimes, you know, when it's our time to take the hit, you know, that's just for spirit. Right? That's for spirit to just kind of give somebody else a break from getting hit. So you got to kind of take a hit to expose what somebody's doing. It's not always the fact of like karma. Like, did you deserve for that to happen? A lot of things that do happen, we don't deserve them. Again, we just have to witness it, right? And we have to witness somebody else's demise, somebody else's fall. Right? So I feel like with this double like kind of communication coming through, why did I just pick up the dice? Am I going to okay, well, let's just roll them again because I just picked them up for no reason. All right, that's Neptune. With the 8th house, that's Libra, is it not? 8th house, Scorpio. And then who's that with the tail? That's Scorpio. Double Scorpio. I just rolled double Scorpio. Double death. Okay. So the first one we had double Gemini. Now we're getting double Scorpio. What the fuck? Like somebody did you dirty and the universe hasn't forgot. Whether it was as cruel as bankrupting your fucking wife, but I don't know. I know I was going for these ones. Where is my drink? Oh, hold on, people. Hi. Hi. I need my juice. It's 400 degrees, but I don't have juice. I'm gonna die. I would bring my snake out right now, but she's hungry and it's so goddamn hot. She's not gonna be happy if she comes out. So, but she says hello to everybody. Okay, so what do we got here, Spirit? Devil. The devil fucking right away. Like the devil right away. Like, come on, man. The fuck? Warrior. Night of the Living Dead. Or Evil Dead. Evil Dead? Evil Dead. Children of the Night. I feel like this is, you know, the devil can only play with vulnerable, needy, desperate people. People who can't control themselves. They go to the devil. They pray to the devil to hurt them, to taunt them, to torture them, to do things to them. And you, I feel like, I mean, go with the fucking analogies, I feel like somebody done put you in a fucking home all by yourself with the devil. Okay? And then put the house in the middle of the woods and then awoken a bunch of fucking sleeping zombies to just stand guard outside so you had no chance at survival whatsoever. Now, what the devil doesn't always realize is how strong people are, and that you might be in a house in the middle of the woods, locked in with the devil, with zombies all around your house. Like, this is fucking The Walking Dead, okay? It does not mean that you're going to die or that you're anywhere close to death. It means that you got put up against a test and you won because you didn't break down, okay? You didn't surrender, okay? Like, I have fucking meth smoke and fucking crack smoke that comes through my walls because somebody put me here in this apartment that is, you know, basically hidden on the outside of a fucking run down house, okay? It's hidden inside with some of the most disgusting energies because that's what they called me. They said that I was a fucking meth head, that I was a fucking crackhead, that I was fucking crazy, that I was a fucking alcoholic, that I, you know, I mean, my sister's ex-husband, the things that motherfucker has said about me. And do you think any of it's true? No. My sister didn't fill him in on anything to do with me at any point in time because he's got nothing to fucking do with me. He was married to her. What goes on in my life has fucking nothing to do with him. But for some fucking reason, that little motherfucker just decided to run his little goddamn mouth and fucking talk his shit and fucking take it out on my sister. And honestly, I feel like her ex-husband had some type of infatuation with me. I mean, the things that he did just despite me. I mean, we didn't have a relationship together. Why did he purposely, maliciously hurt my sister and tell her it was because of me? I didn't do anything. I didn't fuck him. I didn't try to. I didn't go near him. I worked for him. I respected him. And I gave him money when he needed it. Okay? And somehow, I mean, once he dropped the opiates, he picked up money. He picked up gambling. Right? And you know what a fucking drug addict or an addict goes for. If they drop the pills, if they drop the bottle, where do they go to? They go to fucking money. Okay? Everything is a fucking game. Everything is a joke. Okay? And it's a fucking joke to him, like most people. And he just, once he started making that money, you know, dealing drugs, doing fucking shit he wasn't supposed to. Oh, now all of a sudden he's in a bigger seat than my sister. Oh, now all of a sudden he's got a problem with me. Oh, now all of a sudden he's divorcing her and bankrupting her because he's got money and he's dealing with a bunch of fucking black guys. And go fuck yourself. Who the fuck do you think you are? Okay? You're a little white boy from fucking Montreal. Okay? Grow up. Okay? So this fate, okay, is yours for somebody that put you in a house with a devil, surrounded you with things that would hurt you if you tried to get away, okay? Basically, I feel like stalked you for years, okay? This isn't energy that just comes up and goes away. This is energy that has stuck around for 20, 30, 40 years, okay? This is that channel. If you think this just happened yesterday, it's not going to be for you, okay? This is shit that has followed somebody around for close to 20 years, okay? To try to prove, all right, that they were never going to give in to the meth smoke coming through the fucking walls, or the fucking alcoholics around everywhere, or the fucking crackheads, or the fact that you can make meth. The fucking people right beside me make meth. Do you know every single person in this fucking house owns a goddamn gun? Like, this shit doesn't fuck around, okay? Why they think I deserve to be here when I, like, work and pay the government, you know, like, an hourly wage, and, like, you know, I don't actually, like I don't deal drugs. I don't do drugs. I don't do anything to deal with fucking drugs, but somehow I'm gonna fuck crack den. Like, really? And I tell my father about it multiple times so he can help me, and he just looks the other way like an ignorant fucking prick would, just like my sister's husband, turns around, walks away as if he never saw anything, as if he wasn't a part of anything, as if when we met him, he wasn't living on the streets, like he wasn't some fucking doped up fucking faggot taking it up the ass to get his opiates that week. Right? But he fucking hung on to my sister like a goddamn leech to get everything that he got now, and does nothing for her. Okay? And honestly, when people do that shit to you and they take shit away from you and they fucking minimize you and they bankrupt you and then they throw your fucking name into the ditch, okay, and they yell and they scream at you, like, supposedly somebody says I'm doing right now, you have no fucking idea what the universe does to those people. I know that they think they're little entitlement and that all of a sudden they've got more money, so they're more powerful than you. They can stick you in a house in the middle of the fucking woods and try to kill you 300 times, okay, and nothing's going to happen to them. Are you kidding? They try to do it to you. Guess what the fucking universe is going to do now? Anytime they attempted to take your life or suffocate you with the devil, they have to now do ×3, whether they fucking like it or not, whether they I'm screaming it or not, whether or not they're going to cry their little fucking asses to sleep because they can't handle their karma. Okay, that's nice. You get a fucking like lift out of here. Okay, like a full fucking like riding the wave out of here. Like this shit isn't fucking, this isn't a game. This is fucking somebody's life. Like this is somebody's livelihood. This was your fucking friend. That sucks. That really sucks, because this was somebody that you trusted and they fucking followed you around for years, scaring you, popping out of nowhere, causing you anxiety, causing you to run away, causing you to never trust people. Like, I mean, what they fucking did to you is like, people don't get over this PTSD sometimes. They fucking live with it forever. They don't trust people for the rest of their lives. They stay alone forever, because why would they even try to test a relationship with anybody at this point when all they do is get burned by the people that they cherish most, the people that they let into their house, their own brothers and sisters? Like, really? Like, fucking, these people need to grow up, and the devil's gonna fucking teach them a few lessons, because guess what? They fucking probably put you through 300 lessons, okay? Trying to say that you're gonna succumb to it, you will give in to the meth, you will give in to the crack, you will have a baby with the fucking alcoholic across the street, like, you will give in, right? Because you have absolutely no willpower at all, right? Like, who the fuck do they think they're up against? I mean, honestly, a bunch of babies? Because I know that the people that you're fighting right now are babies. Coward little fucking pussy-ass bitches that have kept their fucking mouths shut for 20 goddamn years. And guess what? CoLLecTive has been running around just living their lives, not giving a shit, because they said everything they needed to say. But these motherfuckers that you're up against didn't say a fucking word. And they're throwing shit at you and they're throwing shame at you because they didn't choose to open up their mouth. Their communication was obviously blocked with you, which is why this whole thing started with Gemini. You have a fucking mouth and a tongue for a reason. We have language for a reason. If you can't speak, we have sign language for a reason. If you can't hear somebody, we have text messages for a fucking reason. We have eyes that can see words that are written down, okay? And somebody didn't speak to you, so they fucking followed you around everywhere. You realize what Michael Myers doesn't do is speak. Okay, he can follow a bitch around for 20 years, but he ain't gonna fucking talk to her. Okay, that's a fucking coward. Okay, and then because they chose not to speak to you, they dropped their fucking communication with you because suddenly now they want to kill you. They don't want you alive anymore because they chose to block their words from you and not tell you the truth. Okay, they send you to the devil. Like, who the fuck did this little punk think he is? Like, honestly, who the fuck does this motherfucker think he is? Wow. Wow. Like, I really think that, like, this was a huge attempt to kill you, to unalive you, to show how weak you really are. Look at that, midnight. Something's going to change. I woke up this morning 6:30, almost on the dot, to one of the biggest cracks of thunder I've ever heard in my life. It was above my head. The eye of the storm was above my head at 6:30 a.m. Talk about a fucking wake-up call, okay? And when the lightning wakes you up like that, I mean, that's Mother Nature pissed. She's pissed. And she ain't pissed at me because I didn't fucking do anything. I didn't hold my tongue. If anything, I say too much. Okay, I say too much just in case somebody can be like, oh, I didn't really understand you. I thought you meant this. Nope, because I said about 4 fucking paragraphs. You know that that's not what I meant. Because this shit, I lived with my whole life was built around cowards. People who fucking slam the door, fucking push shit under their rugs, never spoke about anything, never talked about anything. It was to punish you. And if you didn't like it, you weren't to speak about it. There was no talking. Okay, and I think that's why I speak so much. I have to speak. And if people can't speak, they can't stand up for themselves. They can't go fucking toe to the toe with the old fucking Benzino here. That's just really bringing truth, then I don't got anything to do with these. I don't want anything to do with you. If you're going to be some little fucking coward bitch that fucking, goes down and can't handle it and has, needs to call mommy to get advice, you can't come talk to people like me. Like you can't deal with CoLLecTive when you're acting like a little bitch. Okay. And the whole lack of communication. I mean, Adam, perfect fucking timing, girl. Okay. This lack of communication, like them just dropping communication, like Ruben, them just dropping communication and just deciding they're not going to say anything because they're too good to speak to you. And even though you're missing them and you're loving them and you're trying to get them to speak to you, but their little fucking ego goes way into the sky and they go, I can control the situation right now. And I don't got to say nothing to them. Hang up. And it's like, you little punk ass bitch. Because you fucking know, like 10 years ago, I would have been at your door. Okay, but it's the new world now, and everyone's fucking, you think people were little pussies back then. I mean, they're fucking even worse now, okay? Like, they won't even get out of their car at the beach, okay? We used to fucking jump out of there and go run into the sand. Now motherfuckers are sitting there in their car like, I can't get out. I don't want people to see me. Why are you out in fucking public then? Why are you out in public? You don't want anybody to see you. Fucking put a cloak on. Put your little fucking Harry Potter cloak on and go walk around then in your cloak of invisibility, okay? Like, honestly, I don't know who the fuck this person thinks they are, but, like, my goodness. I wasn't, I wanted to do this reading about an hour ago, but I had to go back out and go and do something, so I couldn't because I knew I was going to be interrupted. And now I'm like, no wonder they didn't want me to do this. Like, no wonder. I mean, this was making somebody look like a fucking pile of fucking dog shit. And, like, people don't want these kind of messages out. They don't. They get pissed off at me when I send these kind of messages out. Oh, I mean, I get flattered at messages like this because it just kind of lets me know that, like, I'll tell it like it is. I don't really care. I'm not here to fucking pussyfoot around what somebody did to you. Like, I'm not trying to be their friend. I'm just trying to be the medium here. This is my job. For some reason, the fucking medium always gets fucking slugged for some reason. I don't know why. But it's like people just can't handle the truth. It doesn't matter whose mouth it comes out of. If it comes out of your mouth and you didn't do it, suddenly you're the fucking bad guy. Yeah, okay. If only that's actually how it worked. So, I mean, something's fucking changing. With this double scorpion energy and then fucking gremlins at the end, everything changes with the gremlins. Everything. That whole fucking town gets massacred, gets fucking ripped up from the roots up because of those little fuckers running around town. Like, now I'm kind of feeling like these gremlins, I'm kind of feeling like they're like a bunch of your little teammates running around, all your enemies that chose not to speak to you, chose to just fucking devour you, like leave you with the devil and fucking not help you and just leave you stranded and go against you and fucking change and then pop up and stalk you all the time. Like they're little fucking, you got little gremlins going to their door. I really feel that. Like, I really feel like you got a little spiritual team and they know where these fuckers live. Okay, they know where they live. People just can't wait to just brag about where they live and like what their house looks like and what their address is and who their neighbors are. And like people they can't fucking wait to tell people where they live. So like, this is one of those times where Spirit's like, when we used to have that thing called a phone book and it actually had your name and where you lived? Like, how creepy is that when you think about it? That your fucking address is just there with your phone number. Like, since when did needing somebody's phone number consist of needing to know where they live, right? Like, that's kind of fucking creepy. So, I mean, these people, they want to brag about some shit. Well, I wouldn't be bragging about some shit when you are a thief. And then you let people know where you live, and then Spirit goes, oh, okay, well, they live at 225 Bunker Hill. Go by anytime and fucking rob them because they're idiots. Honestly, we got egg underneath here. This? Okay. And you know me when I talk about parents. Like, I fucking hate parents, all right? I fucking hate parents that don't do their fucking jobs. I love parents, and like, I mean, I like people, okay? I don't care what you do, but if you're a fucking shitty parent, don't come anywhere near my energy. I will destroy that energy, okay? We are not going to be friends. And like, this to me, we got egg, we got shock, and we got dinner. And I'm like, why do I feel like, you know, somebody's parents perhaps, you know, watched you live from pillar to post very dangerously, you know, around very scary areas, okay, where cars get broken into, people get stabbed, gunshots go off, shit like that, okay? You're constantly scared for your life. Anybody could rob you. Anybody could kill you, okay? I mean, these places fucking exist, okay? I'm in one of them, okay? So put it this way. If you have been in some type of, like, I mean, fucking broke down motel, okay, living at some broke down motel, something like that, day by day, something like that, okay, you might have told your parents about it, whatever, they didn't give a shit, okay? Nobody that you fucking, you know, nobody that you grew up with in your family seems to be doing anything, okay? Everyone's just fucking sitting on their ass. If anything, I don't even think they talk about you because nobody wants to know really like where you are, like what's going on. They don't want to know your safety, okay? So they don't ask. And I feel like once these parents, you know, these people pass on, or once the situation is over with, they're going to get the download on just how bad it was where you were. And I mean, people can deny the truth all they want. What you go through is what you go through. Like I always like to say, you hold all the evidence that you need, that you went through, is all in your eyes. It's all in your memory. And nobody can change that. It's like, you know, going into the sacred files of, you know, of Spielberg or something, and thinking that you can take all of his movies and rewrite them. Like, no, you can't. They're stamped. They've been seen by millions. People have orchestrated them, worked with them, and they can't just be manipulated because you think you can go in and change, you know, the Jurassic Park dinosaurs to a bunch of birds. Well, you can't do that. Okay? So this person thinks that somehow they can rewrite your blueprint. You know, they can rewrite your film. And they can't. And it's really dumb narcissists like that even fucking think that they can. What in their goddamn mind would even fucking make them think that they could rewrite your shit? You know what I mean? Like, the fucking entitlement of some people, and, like, you know, the schizophrenic demons that are sitting on their shoulders telling them that you can go rewrite a Spielberg movie. Who are you kidding? You can break in. You can take that film. You can rewrite it. Because, I mean, the devil is illusions. Illusions. Okay? Even if some of what he says can be done, don't think you ain't risking your life to fucking do it. Okay? You think he's not going to you think he's just going to line you up with $1 million? No, bitch. He's going to make you walk on chopsticks above boiling water with a flesh-eating disease in it. Okay? You're not just going to get that $1 million. Okay? Like, people are fucking dumb. Okay? Like, that's the way the world works. Like, ugh. I have to get out of this fucking energy. I can't do this anymore. This is just fucking stupid, and I don't want to talk about this garbage anymore. So I'm getting out of this energy. I'm sorry if people were resonating with it. I am just feel like I'm losing my mind talking about this energy sometimes because it seems like it's fucking repetitive. Every damn day, why do I feel like I'm just fucking saying the same shit, just like different categories? You know how you feel like you're just like opening up the same door every time? Why do you think I have so many tarot cards? Like, I mean, even if I pull a tarot deck and that you think has like rainbows and butterflies in it, somehow a curse will come out, or a spell, or manipulation, or a narcissist, or a coven, or a heist. I mean, I guess that just comes with the fucking job. I mean, I wouldn't give it up for the world. I just may need to, like, I don't know, change my cat. I burnt my throat. I'm going to have to change my category possibly soon. Whew. Because I just think, like, think about it. Some of your workers and, like, some of your tarot readers and stuff, like, give it up to them, because, like, some of this energy that we channel, okay, we deal with for the rest of the day sometimes, okay? And, like, sometimes spirit will get so mad, or, like, some being will get so mad that we just told on them that they'll, like, you know, try to fucking throw a car at us, or, like, throw us in the ditch, or, you know, throw some black magic on my channel. Like, it's so, like, oh, man, just know that, like, your tarot readers, it's like a gift and a curse, okay? Like, holy moly. Some days I don't physically know how I do it, but I don't really want to do anything else with my time. So I love doing it. But, like, I more or less really love personal readings, because then I feel like somebody's actually getting something directly. I don't know. Call me crazy, but sometimes I just would like a ray of sunshine. You know, if that's too much to ask. It might be. You never know. 4 of coins. I like that. It's like getting a hold of your money. Balancing your money. There's the Magician and the Action of Wands. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. It's a motorcycle. It's a motorcycle. And then there's the Magician. Heart and mind combined. Seed of life. Energy. Synergy. Okay. So I kind of feel like, so somebody in the collective is a magician, okay? Which means they have the ability to combine their heart and their mind, okay, to create something, to create synergy, really, okay? So, ooh, the Lovers. This is what I'm fucking saying. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. Okay, so you put money with fire, and what do you get? You basically get quick money coming in. Okay? So somebody is headed straight towards, like, stability in a way. Also kind of a little bit able to move around a little bit. You know, a little bit in the tank, you know, a little bit in the bank, a little bit fucking just everywhere. There's the Ace of Cups. Okay. And there's the Moon. You know what song I just started playing in my head? This is a 44 caliber love letter straight from my heart. I don't know if you know that song by Alexis on Fire. There's the 2 of coins and the Chariot. I'm feeling so. It's almost like, I don't know, I feel like this is going to be a really nice gift. Spirit has some kind of really nice gift lined up for you. And you don't see it. It's somewhere hidden in your intuition. But I don't think it would be something you would talk about. Because a real lady never discusses what happens in the bedroom, right? A real man doesn't discuss his personal life, okay? So, something is going to get given to you. And it's, I think, really because they know you're going to keep your mouth shut. They know that you can appreciate something without fucking blobbing it to the world. Okay? Knowing that you have control. Because sometimes, your mind can just spiral out of control. And then sometimes your heart can spiral out of control. But people who are balanced, okay, and determined and driven, not so controlled. There's the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I wasn't sure if I was going to take it. And then the Sacred Masculine with the Wheel of Fortune. So this you might be getting a gift from an old man. Okay, that's just a message coming out. Okay, take it how it resonates. Like somebody could be passing on, could be generational money, something like that. Your grandfather gives you money to go to school, start a business. Could be something along those lines. And Spirit knows that they're planning this right now. And I think deep, you know that this is coming for you as well. From some grandfather or some heir, something, I don't know, heirloom or something could be coming. And it kind of seems like this heirloom is like what's going to make you money. It's like, does grandpa, come down from, the mountaintop and bestow all of his wisdom to you and then go back up and die? Like, now I'm getting Pinocchio, the song, Find Me by the River. What's that song? Underneath the river, or the color, I don't know, some song. I don't know if you live on a river or if the river is bringing in the message. Water flowing. There's a lot of water here. There's a waterfall right here. There's a beach right here. I guess that's not a lot of water, but it is, technically kind of a lot, Somewhere down the river. You really gotta maybe go on a little adventure. There's the World with Sacred Feminine. We have Sacred Feminine and Sacred Masculine that came out. Okay, and then there's the World. So something is over. Cycles move on. It's like, I'm not getting that these people are partners or anything. Like, I don't think the Empress and the Emperor are together necessarily. That's just really energy, balanced energy. Sacred balanced energy. It's like whatever you're creating or whatever it is that you want to do, okay, as a job or something, or how you make money, is going to be genius. And I think maybe you might kind of know what I'm talking about, but I don't think you know what I'm talking about. This would be, honestly, this would be like having a channel, okay, or, you know, being a rapper, I don't know, fucking painter, you know, some type of artist, okay, and you don't really see it now, but you suddenly start doing something with your art, okay, and then that leads to you doing seminars and going around the world. And I mean, like, you don't think it could happen because I don't think that that's the direction you were going in for something like that to happen. But when, you know, a road and a car line up together, what do you think that car is going to do? Go drive on the grass? No, probably going to take the road. Okay. This is like, how do you deny something that's directly lined up? If that's what you're putting out to the universe, if that's what you're putting out there, that's what's being received. And this sacred masculine wants to help you get there. Somewhere down the river. So it's like somewhere down the road, this person is going to, you know, be that thing that sees you. Look at this. 6 of Swords. I swear to God, she's going down the river. Well, she's on the water anyways, okay? Doesn't really look like a river because it's got mountains and shit in front of it, but you never know, okay? 6 of Coins. 6 right there. Boom. And then 2 of Swords in reverse, no longer blocked. And then there's the Hermit and the High Priestess. Damn. And the Nurturer of Swords. This is it. This is it. Honestly, if people only knew, okay, that, I mean, think of, say, I mean, I don't know for sure who, as a celebrity who's not fake, was bullied as a kid. I can't say for sure, like, this person was bullied and for sure. But actually, yeah, I think I'm pretty sure, like, Yellow Wolf talks about, okay, so let's just do, like, maybe abuse, okay? Do you think that the people in Michael's life, okay, because his name's Michael, his name's not Yellow Wolf, he actually has a name, okay? If you think of it this way. If people in Michael's past, okay, would have seen his future making money off of what they did to him, do you think they would have done it to him? Or do you think they would have thought twice about it? Okay, think of it that, I don't really know how else to say the analogy. Okay, so I'm like that. Somebody is now gonna sow seeds of massive betrayal. And it's so ironic because you think to yourself, like, I might become a millionaire off of what they did to me. Okay, and like a millionaire is, I mean, nowadays, honestly, people don't even think that that's enough anymore. Okay, and there are people with millions on their TikTok and millions on their this and millions on that. Okay, so maybe, I don't even know. Maybe at this point in time when this happens, millions, you know, don't even rank on the scale of anything. Bitch, now you got to be in the billions. I don't know, but just, okay, this little owl is just sitting there staring at me. It's so cute. He's like popping his little head out. And it's like sometimes, you know, when you use your intuition, okay, which is what the High Priestess does, the High Priestess isn't waiting for some point blank answer to just flash in front of her face. She's using her intuition. She's using her wisdom. She's using the things around her, like her familiars, owls, ancient spirits, okay, to get information. She's also got a crystal ball there, okay? She's trying to get information, retrieve information in a black world, in a world of the moon, where there is only shadow because of how much people hide, because of how much manipulation is, there is, how much witchcraft there is, okay? There's so much going on that a highly intuitive person uses their intuition more than actually trying to go out and seek answers, because you realize as you go out and try to seek answers, people are so full of shit. You try to even get them to tell you the truth and they're not going to. So you kind of got to go with your intuition, go with your gut. What did your gut first tell you? Did they say that, did you think to yourself right away that they were full of shit? And if you did think somebody was full of shit upon meeting them, okay, did you maybe try to understand why? And if so, did it realize that maybe they weren't full of shit? Maybe they were actually, truthful, or were they full of shit and you caught them? Okay, because your intuition caught them. People aren't going to tell you they're full of shit. Okay, you have to slowly smell your way through that dark wormhole. Okay, so that's why with the Queen of Swords here, okay, you have to nurture the truth. Okay, and you have to keep it sacred and hidden, because they will use your truth. There's another owl. They will use your truth to block you. They will figure out how to scare you and how to use your fear to stop you, which is why you have to use your intuition to go move past those blocks, because they're imaginary blocks that don't exist. But in now kind of your subconscious, they're creating something that is making you stop. Okay, so it's manipulation. You have to go past manipulation. Okay, there's the Messenger of Swords. It's been staring at me and didn't want me to shuffle. And then underneath is the Nurturer, the Queen of Wands, with the 10 of Wands. Okay, so it kind of seems like, there's going to be possibly a lot of information that comes to somebody once they choose to mentally unblock themselves from the messages that they're receiving. Okay, because they're hiding. Okay, and they don't need to hide. They're very much prominent in their energy. Okay, they're not afraid of hard work. They're not afraid to bust it. Okay, so when you seek this truth, okay, or whatever this knowledge is, whatever this information is, this is what's going to help you create some type of very lucrative business that in the long run could possibly make you quite wealthy. And, put it this way, there might be this upcoming moment 5-10 years down the road where you get to stand up on a stage and say, if it wasn't for this person, and this person never believing me and always treating me like shit and constantly fucking with my life, it's thanks to them that you see me right now. Because if I had to let them win, I wouldn't be here. But instead, I fought them and I'm standing right here. Right? Because that's the thing is, again, I don't know, man, sometimes people just don't really understand how powerful people can be and how powerful they can become in what was once their misery. Okay? And those people, there are suckers for a true story. And the thing is that what I the things about writing biographies and writing things about yourself and stories about yourself and including names, a lot of times if you want to do it fact for fact, people will check your shit and they will check, if these things happened. And, people can lie all they want, but make sure that whatever it is that you're going to talk about or whatever it is that you're going to discuss, that you have somebody in your corner with all those situations, because I can almost guarantee you whatever this person is that's trying to block you, they're using they're using an interference. They're using information, sacred information inside of you to block you, when this is the information that's going to set you free. That's going to, make your wallet quite hefty in the long run. So don't listen to people, or don't listen to things that say, you shouldn't be talking about that, or, isn't that a little taboo? Do you really think you need to talk about that? Like, think of it this way. Everybody, you can basically find a person for every single topic in the world that would want to discuss something with you. Okay. You wouldn't believe the amount of people out there that want to let their freak fly, that have absolutely no fucking problems with talking about some of the weirdest things, or some of the things that they, got into as a kid and where their mind went. And you wouldn't believe. I mean, there's, this one reading that I have on here has almost like one of the top views, and it's the final verdict is in, and it's like the pedophile, the liar, the thief, the joker, and it's so sometimes surreal, really, what people want to hear, because that's the truth, that they want to hear the truth come out of somebody else's mouth first before they say it, because it's always easier when you have somebody around that kind of knows what you're going through, or talks about the same thing, because then it's like, okay, you're not walking in on a bunch of Mormons talking about your first sexual experience. Okay, like, you got to find the right people, put it that way. You got to find the right people for your topics, and there is nothing short of people and topics. I did not know the foot fetish out there. Okay, it is ridiculous. I did not have any idea what people find about feet, how much they're willing to pay to watch videos of you rubbing lotion on your feet. Okay, you wouldn't believe it. So, I mean, if there is a whole category for feet lovers, there is going to be a whole category of drunk abusive mothers and controlling pedophile fathers. Shit, there just is. Okay, and it's like, we find our people, we find our groups, and then we learn how to release our truth, because all those people are releasing their truth, and if they can release their truth, then you can too. I'm not saying it's easy, because it's not easy, but I mean, once you kind of start letting your mouth fly on things that you would never have said before, or that you feel your family will disown you if you talk about, or if you look like that, or if you dress like that, you're disowned. And once you start kind of like, woo, letting that tongue go, I mean, it's liberating. Okay, it is liberating. Master of Swords. Look at what just came out. I mean, you start to master that shit. You master your truth. Okay, you talk about the fucking weirdest things, and it's like, really, honey, you think that's weird? I can talk about a lot of other shit that's a lot weirder than that, but let's keep the easy topics for, the PG-rated people. So there's the 6 or the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the 4 of Wands just came out. So I feel like your truth, okay, I mean, what if whatever this is that you want to talk about, you suddenly start going to some type of meeting, okay, where, like the AA meetings, but for, incest or rape or kidnapping or sodomy or torture or something like that, okay? You start going to these group meetings because you accept your truth and you go with your truth, okay? You suddenly meet somebody at a meeting and you think, I didn't think that I was going to, like somebody that went through everything that I went through, or I thought that if I hooked up with somebody that had been, a part of this in their life, that I would think they were weird. But once you fully accept who you are, then you fully accept the people that you meet that are very much like you. But if you don't know who you really are, if you haven't met the skeletons in the closet and faced the man in the mirror, then when you meet the people that are truly kind of mirror images of you, you won't associate with them because you haven't looked in the mirror like that before. So when you see them, they're foreign to you. When people who have gone through trauma, when they're all put together in the same room, there's a lot that show on their face. Like it's always kind of the same. It's if trauma, if abuse was blue, we'd all be in that room wearing blue, whether we knew it or not. Right? If sexual abuse is red, then trust me, we're all going in there with something red. We just don't know that we're doing it because we're all a part of the same fucking group. We just all have different groups. You know what I mean? But no group is better than another group. No group is weirder than another group. You're either, if you're in a fucking group, which we all are, we're in some type of category, some type of group. If you think other groups are weird, you don't really deserve to be here. You know, you don't really deserve to experience people. You don't really deserve to hear the truth or see it in yourself, because you're still too willing to categorize people and keep them there as if because they're not in your category, they're weird. Or if they are in your category, then fuck them. You don't even want to be in your own category. But you are in your own category because that's where they put you. Right? But sometimes if you don't know you're a freak, you ain't looking for the group of freaks. Right? When you know you're a freak, you're looking for the freaks in every fucking category, in every store, in every image. You're always looking for that one person that doesn't look like everybody else. Okay? There's the teacher. I'm telling you, you might be up on a stage one day teaching people how to do something. And it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it makes you $1 million. It doesn't matter if you become a guru. What it matters is that you're up there teaching because you fucking learned something that you want to pass on. It's like pay it forward shit. You know how much you're going to get paid for that? Spiritual money comes in so many different ways. Comes through with love. Comes through with gratitude. Comes through with fans, fan mail, presents, money, houses, cars, friendships, children. You name it. If you're a good person, when it's your time to shine, it's your time to shine, baby. There's death on the bottom of the deck. After all that shuffling, that's huge transformation. There's a lot of transformation. And considering, you know, we are in like spring energy right now, where everything from winter that has been dormant, you know, basically dead, activates, right? Because you need that time to sleep, just like at night. You know, you need your 8 hours, you need your 9 hours to just stop. Well, so does nature. So does your pet. So does your car. Everybody needs a break, right? But then when you're ready to fucking pick it back up again and then use it, it's like, if I don't use it, will I lose it? Yeah. Because then you'll lose your ambition to want to drive that chariot forward. So, what are we at? 101.54. Holy moly. All right, I'm going to pack it in. I've had a very, very long day, and my throat chakra is still a little bit fucked up from being sick. Oh my God, what the fuck, Wolfgang? How'd your ex get in your Spotify? That's so creepy. Fucking bitches. Oh, Wolf, come on. You know I don't reveal my snake's true identities. All right? I'm not that dumb. Oh, Davinia. It's resonating there, eh? Good job. This was like, this was a lot on my throat. I've been talking a lot today, so I need to just chill. Thanks for watching. I hope this resonated. This was a lot longer than I thought. I thought I was only going to kind of come on for like 20 minutes and then peace, but this was a lot longer. Clearly, Spirit had a little bit more to say, and they always do. So, peace out. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. All right. Sleep tight. Have great weekends. And I fucking hate that shit. Chamomile. I actually have some too. Blech. I don't really like tea. Gives me an ulcer, but I don't know. I'm just gonna gargle some salt water and just lay down, girlfriend. Do some crystal work on my old. Actually, I heard tea tree oil. Tea tree oil helps the old throat chakra, apparently. So I'm going to rub some of that I'm going to TLC myself. And thanks. Blessed be. Ha! I know, right? I should have a shot of tequila. That would probably put me right to sleep. God bless tequila. Okay. Have a good one, people. I could talk all night. All right. Peace.